Are you sick and tired of shooting bosses and actually having to aim and use brain power? Are you sick of actually being a helpful addition to the team and just want to get that damage? Yeah! Well, I have the perfect thing for you. Introducing the Exoskeleton. Faster movement, sliding abilities, and you can even wall run. You can even use this speed to drop kick the boss and deal tons of damage. Just make sure you don't miss. When you're in a tough situation, drop kicking is almost always a good solution. Annoying guy route taking so long, drop kick. Piss barrier blocking your way, drop kick. Achilles sitting across the map sniping your teammates, drop kick. Useless teammate asking for heals, charge at that boss. Just take a look at all these good stats it has. They're probably all good. I don't know, I didn't read them all. To acquire this exoskeleton, simply trade in that useless jetpack and become one with speed and destruction. You are now invincible.
This has got to be hands down the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Please blacklist. I don't ever want to see this again. Anyway, medikits for all the classes in the game. 2 of them each. For each class. Kit. Yes. Okay, let's start with Scout. Being more on the mobility side of all the classes, due to the default extra movement speed, while also being most likely the child with special needs. Now something I find very slept on for Scout is a combo variation, Bloodshot. I barely see anyone using it, which is probably because they just choose Voltec like little brain dead scouts they are, but it's super good on like literally every boss. Its gimmick is when you hit 8 or so shots on someone, it makes them cascade, which basically just means they just start bleeding and they take a ton of damage, and it heals you a ton. They also get inflicted with anti-heal when you cascade them, which is like 20% less healing, I think. It's just overall extremely good. And just throw an overcharger in your loadout for some survivability, and bam, OP kit. You do have 10 armor left over, but you can use it for whatever you want. Now we can't talk about Scout. Let's talk about the GOAT combo, Exo and Drifter. Now I know y'all about to be like, oh, Exo and Drifter, that's so brain dead, it's ass. Oh, only brain dead little losers. No, it's actually, bro, it's pretty goated if you use it right. Just only charge when you have a full bar of Drifter, so you can just add the speed of your kick and it just does more damage, it's just more value. Just don't rush the boss with brain dead intention and you'll do good with this loadout. You hit some parries, that makes it even more goated. Okay, let's move on to Assault, the more tanky class, and a passive that boosts fire rate. Anyway, an insane combo with Assault is LMG and Rally, or depending on what boss can be, LMG and Mercy. The sheer DPS of LMG on Assault is just insane, and the extra health boost you get for playing Assault when going LMG is just meta. I say you can go Rally or Mercy, but that's really only because if it's like Gaia or Hermes, someone you know you're going to be lasering a ton, you can easily get healed off of, you should just go Mercy, it's just a better pick. But if it's a single person and you know you're not going to be lasering them as much, you should definitely go Rally, because the defense buffs actually stack on top of each other and it's pretty insane. Alright, another one is Anti-Flesh Rifle and Overcharge. Or Rally and Medkit. It's really whatever your preference is. Now I think the Anti-Flesh Rifle is incredibly slept on. It has very good DPS and average accuracy, but plus it has a bar you can fill up just by dealing damage that lets you pierce damage resistances. It shreds bosses like Hermes, Gaia, and Daedalus. It's still insanely good in other ones. I would recommend only going Overcharge when there's a medic who actually has the brain power to heal you, or when it's a boss like Sparta or someone who you don't really need heals for. Okay, now on to Engineer, who really only has 2 playstyles. Make a nest and stay there the entire game, or be insanely aggressive with your RPG and shotgun. Now if you hate having to use your brain to aim, then I highly recommend a Governor Kit and Combat Toolbox. Then just find a nice elevated corner and get the free MVP. And if you feel like sweating, just go House Sweeper and either the jetpack upgrades. I would not go Exo and Engineer though, it's like not worth it at all most of the time. House Sweeper's DPS alone should be enough to have it as your sole weapon. Alright, let's go on to Medic. Now, honestly, there's not really a meta kit for Medic. Just don't be... how do I phrase this? Special. Just be smart when you're playing him. you can go whatever loadout you want on medic, as long as you're getting a constant like 20 revives, 1,000 healing. That's like rookie numbers, to be honest. Just please don't be the guy who autolocks medic, goes exo drifter, and just rushes the boss like a little brain dead weasel. I know you're watching this. Anyway, now there are some rules that just like permanently apply if you want to play medic. First one, most obviously being, when it's trident, 99% of the time you should be going Vita bow. You should not be going anything else. Also, you can go minigun. To be honest, minigun is overhated. It's not horrible. It's definitely, probably, to be honest, just worst overall in the bows, but if you go minigun and you actually use it correctly and smart, and are just good at the game when you use it, it's very good. You should always prioritize healing your teammates over trying to get damage. Unless you really are like a recurve loadout in Sparta, then you could get pretty good damage there, but you should always be making sure your team is full HP at all times. And make sure everyone's alive, of course. And remember that medics have guilt when reviving each other. Stop just spamming their bot if it doesn't work the first time. Obviously it's guilt, it's like 30 seconds, just wait it. And there is a revive cooldown, just remember that. Alright, now we're on Recon. And obviously, an extremely easy thing to run with him is just armor peeler and then really any other upgrade you want. Just something to increase your survivability, to be honest, because armor peeler is going to be your only DPS out there. I would just combine it with like a self-res or an overcharge or something that just can be used in an emergency. Just buy your armor peeler, set up TPs across the map, and just bam, have good aim. Now let's move on to what I think is the most broken strategy ever. Please don't ever though, it's super funny. Now of course, I'm talking about Exo and Creed. I've done this so many times, it's my personal favorite I think. I've killed and abused so many low levels with this, it's just so fun to use. And if you play it right, it's literally just essentially low risk, extremely high reward. Now what I mean by play it right is you can simply just map out where you're going to fly after your kick and just make sure it's a safe area and bam, you win. If it's off a cliff, that's just guaranteed you're not going to die if you miss your kick. Unless the boss instantly runs at you, but like, who does that? This isn't boss specific either, you can hit every single boss with this loadout. Well, except primers on base plates. And any boss on base plates for that matter, it's pretty hard, but you know, anything is really possible if you put your mind to it. You know what they should do? Add that little yellow light shit that combat initiation has to the upper like roof part of baseplate, so Creed is actually useful there. Bam. Actually, just remove baseplate. That map sucks. Just remove it. I hate it. It's a stupid map. Anyway. Okay, specialist. Honestly, just stonewall and any upgrade for your little revive thingies is the best. If it's trident or something, you should go with the green ones. If it's not, then you should go for the white ones. His little iPad and his invisibility, it's already a survivability in itself enough if you just use your air bursts correctly and use your invisibility to clutch up. Okay, now the kit I was talking about before is way more leaning on like support and like just helping your teammates because you have so much scrap to just throw at the enemy. But if you're one who likes to play aggression level maximum, then I highly recommend just going Stonewall and Arrow Rig or Terminal. But if you really want to play extremely aggressive, then you should just go Arrow Rig with it because you just have that on top of your massive DPS, because Stonewall with the bar filled up is just insane. It does so much damage. It just turns it into a regular assault rifle. I don't even know why it's a burst. It might get tweaked or reworked a little in the future, but right now it's a very solid, strong weapon. Alright, other than the actual like weapons on Specialist, his tablet obviously is just by far his strongest thing, and his hider of course, but that's something else. Specialist is a support class. He's not just all DPS. Well, actually he can be, but he can be extremely good support as well. Moral of the story, don't be selfish with Specialists. Help your teammates. Don't just use a tablet only for you. Teammates matters, lives too. That's what they say. Okay, that's all of them. Let me know if I did a good job in the comments, and I'm thinking about making like a map tier list. Next one maybe, so let me know if that's a good idea. Just smash that likey button and subscribe please. If I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll do something special. I might play something else like the King Winter. I don't know. I'll see where the journey sets. Also, screw the Easter event on Blox Fruits, bro. I spent so long looking for the golden egg and it just never spawns in. And bam, it was the last one I had and I just could never do the event. Stupid, it's a stupid game, stupid event. Anyway, bro, go on and have a good day and don't drink and drive.